Good morning, Clem South, and happy Friday. It is March 20th, and we wanted to come on and do some morning announcements for you. So I'm here in my dining room, and I have a special guest with me. This is Ben.
Hey, everybody. How are you?
She's coming to you from her kitchen, it seems.
Yes.
Yeah. You may hear Gus in the background. He's barking at people going by. So the essential skill of the month is perseverance. And I wanted to share a quote with you. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. So be thinking about all of the new things that you can be learning while you're at home. I taught myself how to video conference and how to create a video. It took me all day yesterday to figure that out, but I did it. Yay. I did it. So think about the things that you can persevere through while you're home learning in your houses. So Mrs. Benz has a message she'd like to share, so I'll let her take the stage.
Okay. Thank you, Mrs. End. I missed you guys all so much, and I'm hoping that you're finding things that make you happy. I have found some time to share my happiness with my books and with through reading, and I hope that you're being able to do that as well. If you look at the news from the library section on the Home Connections page, there's a lot of great information there, and there are places where you can access ebooks and audiobooks and databases. Those are all there. Things like Overdrive and Capstone, those are great sources for ebooks, and all of the information on how to log into those are right there at that site. Don't forget the Webster Public Library. They have a lot of ebooks and audiobooks available also. How about you, Mrs. End? Have you read anything great?
Well, I have been reading. This book I started a long time ago, but I'm really trying and I'm committed to finishing it. Mrs. Miller let me borrow it. So I've been reading this. And you know, this is also a really great time to read some of those magazines that have come to the house. So I've been reading magazines and looking at some recipes. I've been sharing some recipes with Mrs. Kolakowski because she's a really good cook. So she sends me recipes too. So that's been fun. How about you? What are you reading?
I'm going to reread this book right here, which is called Front Desk. And it's about a Chinese immigrant family that moves to California, and the little girl has to run the front desk at a motel, and her parents help manage the hotel. And there's this wonderful cast of characters, and she just wants to be a normal kid and has to experience all these different things. And it's such a great, great book. It's one of our 5th grade book battle books as well. And I read it this past summer and loved it so much, so I wanted to reread it. So remember, remember, boys and girls, you can definitely read things, maybe an old favorite that you had read when you were younger, or it's okay to reread and to just spend your time reading all the time. And if you do read, I want to hear about it. So email me here. And
good idea.
I would love to talk to you about what you're reading. So please email me there and tell your parents they can follow me on social media at Clem South Live, both on Instagram and Twitter. And I'll be sharing some other great resources. We're putting together a list of authors that are doing amazing things for kids. That'll be on the Home Connections page as well, but I'll also share it through social media. So read.
Read. Thank you, Mrs. Benz. You made me think of, hey kids, challenge your parents to get on Twitter and follow us, because we will be sharing lots of cool things. At Clem South is our Twitter handle for the school, and so many of your teachers, like Mrs. Benz, also have Twitter accounts, and they're sharing fun videos of them at home and just some tips. So challenge your parents to get on there. It takes just a minute or two to sign up. And and Mrs. Benz, you made me think too, in the 2 hours that we had on Monday, she put together a big box of books for me. So I will be doing some read alouds and posting those read alouds for you as well. So check back to the Home Connections page. We'll link all of that stuff there so you can find it and access it and go back to it. So anything else, Mrs. Benz, that we want to leave our kids with before we sign off?
Just to make it a great day and find what makes you happy and stay connected with us because we really miss you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. And get outside. Yesterday, I was on the canal path with Gus and I ran into some Clem South kids, Lila and Sophia, Lila from Mrs. Barino's class and Sophia from Mrs. O'Brien's class. And it was just really fun to see them. I was surprised because they were here in Fairport, but everyone's trying to get out and get some fresh air. So it was just really nice to see you girls, and everyone get out there and get some fresh air while you still can and spend some time with your families. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll post some announcements on Monday. All right. Bye. Thanks, Mrs.
Bye.
And you're going to see me as I don't know how to stop the recording. Oh, here it is.